Hey guys, welcome back to Thrive in Recovery. We are in week 5, spiritual connectedness, and we are going to be going over presence today. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the course up to this point. Hopefully, even if you gain just one thing, I feel like that's a win. And hopefully, you've been using these tools and making your recovery a great experience and making your life a great experience and living your purpose, not suffering your mind, not suffering your emotions, and taking care of your physical health so you feel good. And hopefully these spiritual tools come into play in your daily life. They will enhance your life. We've gone over presence before in the mind module, the power of mindfulness and presence. We're just going to kind of go over presence again today just a little bit, and then we're going to do a very powerful exercise by a guy created by a guy named Muji, which helps you become present. So, the power of presence. Presence is when you are fully living in the moment happening now. And to be fair, we're always living in the moment. There's nowhere else you could be. But most of us in the moment are suffering our mind in some way or getting anxiety about our mind, whether it's our memory or it's our imagination. We're either dwelling on the past or living in the past too much, identified with the past, who we are in the past, what we did in the past, clinging on to that, what happened to us in the past, or we are worried about tomorrow, what we're going to do, who we're going to be, how we're going to survive, what kind of life am I going to live. And this is us being in the moment, being in the present moment, but totally involved in our imagination or our memory. So living in the present moment helps you become capable of using your full potential. Meaning when you're not suffering your mind, when you're not living in your memory and your past, and you're not dwelling in imagination of the future, you're fully able to be present now. And as things arise in your moment, in the now, you're able to tackle them and approach them with full inclusion, you're giving it your 100%, full attention, full focus. And this is how you start living a fulfilled life, is that you live more in the present and you're able to do what you need to do in a more fulfilling way, a more whole way. So you're living as who you are now in this moment, not as who you used to be or who you think you should be. And there's a difference again. Who you used to be is past, which is memory. Who you think you should be is future or it's imagination. You are in a state of total acceptance of this moment when you are living in the present. From this sturdy foundation of acceptance, you can more effectively be available for yourself and others. And being in a state of total acceptance of this moment, that means that you accept that this moment exists exactly how it is. However the people are acting around you, whatever situation you're in, this is what exists now, and it's the only way it exists. And you can change it. You could do things. You could work on it. It'll be a different thing the next moment. But in order to properly do that and do it in a way where you have everything on your side, you need to accept that this is how things are, exactly how they exist right now in this moment. And there's no way they're any other thing. So there's a few ways to start becoming more established in the present moment. Because it doesn't mean like you stop imagining things. It doesn't mean you stop thinking about tomorrow. And it doesn't mean that you don't reflect on the past and learn from the past. But it means that you've clearly differentiated the difference between the past and now, between your imagination and now. And you're not so entangled with the two. So ways to do this is meditation. Meditation is one that everyone hears about. Some people practice. And I know from my own experience that meditation is a very powerful tool. But it takes a while for you to start seeing the benefits of it, because you have created such a habit with your mind to always be going and always be thinking and always be remembering and always be imagining, and it's become such a momentum that when you first sit down and meditate, your mind is still going wild. But the longer you learn how to sit there with your mind going wild and not giving it attention, eventually it runs out of juice and it slows down, and you start becoming more present. You're just aware of the current moment. You're aware of your senses. You're aware of your surroundings. And meditation can help establish that in you over time. If you take up a meditation practice once a day for 5 to 10 minutes, give yourself a few months of doing that, and you'll see the benefits of having a clearer mind and being able to be more present in your life. Another way to do it is prayer. I don't have, sometimes I pray. You could say I pray. I don't get on my knees or anything like that, but I've heard people that do that, and they have very powerful experiences. If anything, sometimes I'll pray to my higher power to just ask for guidance, and it kind of centers me. It kind of gets me out of my head. It kind of makes me feel connected to something greater and does bring me more present. So prayer is a way to do it. Observing your breath. So when you observe your breath, you're bringing your attention and your focus not from your mind. You're taking it away from your mind, and you're bringing it to your body in the present moment. So you become focused instantly in the present moment, just observing your breath. And you could just stay there. You could do breath exercises for 5 minutes a day, maybe on your lunch break, maybe on a break from work, and it'll help establish you back into the present state to where you could tackle your problems and do your tasks, whatever you got to do, from moment to moment, instead of stressing too much about things. So observing your breath is a good one. Being aware of your mind, but not getting entangled with it. So this is where you kind of view your mind as if you are watching a movie. Right, when you're at the movies, you're watching the movie, you're enjoying it, you're into it, but a part of you knows that it's just a movie, right? And if you start thinking of your mind the same way, your mind is just recycling data that it's been fed over time, and it's just recycling it. When you start viewing it as that, and taking your emotions away from it, not getting too entangled with it, that also starts bringing you back into a present state. Observing your senses is just like observing your breath. When you put your attention towards what you could hear in the moment, towards what you could see in the moment, what you could smell in the moment, what you could feel with your body in the moment, you're bringing your attention back to the present moment. You're not giving it to your mind. And walking in nature can ground you and kind of silence your mind a little bit. Just kind of getting lost in being a part of nature and enjoying the beauty of it, enjoying the trees, the grass, the animals, the sun on your skin. This could help ground you and get you back into a present state. In fact, your energy gets so built up because we're constantly walking around with shoes, and we're always inside our house, and we never really touch the earth with our bare feet. But it's been scientifically tested that when you go, and they call it grounding, when you go and put your bare feet on the earth, and you do it for like 10 to 15 minutes, it actually recenters your energy and how you're feeling. So walking in nature could be powerful. So now we're going to go into a very powerful practice created by this guy named Muji. He's a guru of sorts, and you don't have to believe any religious stuff. It's not really religious. It's just spiritual stuff, and it's a very powerful tool. I watched this guy, when I was going through a hard time, and he seemed to help me out a lot. His pointing seemed to help me out a lot. So he's going to do a presence tool, a presence practice to get you to a state of presence. And what you learn here, you could take into your everyday life. So let's get started. So basically, he's going to explain what's going on in the practice, and then he'll start guiding you through it. So just listen and just follow and experiment. See what you find.
This season, what has happened is that it came to present an exercise with many people. Some of you, we've tried it with you before. And I felt it has been a very easy invitation and facilitating towards the place within you which is timeless. And so why not again remind you even of that? That can be a start. It went a bit like this, that let's imagine that you all came and you said, I really want to meet you. I really want to come home to myself. Whatever that may mean for you. I'm taking it to mean that you're searching for liberation. You're searching for that joy which will not leave you, for happiness that does not go away. You're searching for a life which does not have death at the end of it or something. I'm raising the stakes very high. Okay? So I'm going to take it at that level. So let's say your request has come to me like this, and I find you knocking at the door. You're knocking at my door. And I said, please come in, to each one. Please come in. But before you do, please leave your mind outside. Strange thing to hear, no? Please leave your mind. And by mind, I mean all your ideas about life, about what you think life is or should be or have been or can be in the future. Just drop all your ideas for a moment. You know, you have to be totally empty when you come into this space. And all your ideas you have about yourself. Because we've been living with many, many ideas we've held about ourselves. They keep changing, by the way. So they're not fixed. We try something out for a while and it screws up somewhere. And then we reinvent or upgrade the ego or whatever it is that we do. So I'm saying, leave all of this outside. Leave all of this outside, okay? And even your desires for the future, and, you know, how you want the world to be, how you want your life to be, how you want your family to be, how you want your children. Leave all your projections, your desires, and memories, and identity. Just leave it for a moment. We'll leave it outside. And while you're here to fulfill your highest aspiration, if it, let's say, it is for freedom, okay? When we are finished with the exercise, which will not be very long, you may go back out and pick up your stuff that you had before. And as I said before, don't worry, it will be there, waiting for you, okay? So you can pick that up anytime. So right now, you're simply going to enter and leave all your stories and the traffic of thoughts and judgments and fears and ideations and stuff. Leave that. Do we feel we can do this for a moment or two? Yeah, okay. When you feel you have done that, come in. Close the door. Come on in. You're here. And I won't be giving you some new ideas to keep now. So nothing new. So any feeling like, okay, we have done it, now what? Now what's going to happen now? So I'm going to say to you, not even now what? No, now what? Just as it is. no next. So immediately, you're only here. And don't fall asleep. You're only here. You're only here. What is this that is only here? Are you here or not? Yes, you're here. Senses are here. Senses we have not suppressed. So the senses are there. The senses are not the mind. The senses are here. The power to perceive is here. The ability to experience is here. Also, I'm not asking you, don't use your imagination also. That's cheating. No imagination. Just sober looking. Now that these thoughts have been stripped away and been left outside and so on, and any projections about the future, I've said don't engage with that. Only now, only now. All the thought activity, all your self-assessment, all the idea you have about yourself, we don't want. We're not going to tell any stories today. I don't want to hear your story, and I'm not going to tell you anything about my story. I just want to meet you. Not you plus. Just you. So without your story, without imagination, without judgments, desires and attachments, without all of these, are you you? Are you not here? Excluding these other things, are you not here? A little feedback will help now and again. What is it that simply is? This kind of isness that is here. Uncreated, unsupported by you. Is anybody exerting any effort? No. Simply, you're here. Whatever it is that you are experiencing or recognizing or perceiving, is it a painful discovery? No. Is it a disappointing discovery? Is there any amputations or something? No. Can this, whatever it is, we're not going to give it a name, I'm just saying at the moment, whatever it is, this isness, can it go away? Can it fade? Like it really is strong in here. Oh. But if you go to the shop, it will be weak. Could it be like that? No. What religion does it belong to? No, it's not. Right now, does it matter if you are, a really good person or not at your best? Does it matter? See, somebody said, I can see purple sky. Don't get involved with purple sky or purple rain or anything like that. Any image is only a cloud floating by. Don't develop any relationship with anything that you see for a moment. Let them just appear and disappear. Don't force anything. Don't hold on or push away anything. This feeling or vibration of isness, just whatever it isness, is it different from you who are here? Does the different days make any difference to it? Like if it was Tuesday, it would feel different from a Wednesday? No difference. What time of day is it here? In this? No time. And you're sure you're not just making this up? You're not imagining this? Hello? No, you're not imagining it. Do you feel worried in yourself about anything? Agitated about anything? Can this that we are in directly perceived, can it come to an end? No. So if you are the same as it, can you come to an end? Well, that's worth discovering, isn't it?
All right, guys. So hopefully you were able to get something out of that exercise. And, this is coming to a present state. It's a skill that you get established in over a period of time of practicing it as often as possible. Once you start creating that distance between you and your mind, you start living in the present moment and you start living a more fulfilled life. And I really hope you take this into your life, into your daily life, and see the power of it. And you could, if you want to find more techniques and learn more ways, just start doing your research online, how to be more present, meditation exercises, yoga exercises, breath work. How can I stay more present in my life? And as always, celebrating yourself throughout this process is important. Everything learned is a win. Everything gained is a win. Every step forward made is a win. And don't forget that you're taking the time to invest in yourself, your health, your well-being. And when you're full, you're doing good, you're healthy, it will be positive in your life, but also in your loved one's life. You'll be there for them more, you'll be present more, you'll be showing up in your full capacity for them when they need you. And as always, remember to take your time. This isn't a race, this is a lifelong journey. And I'll see you in the next video and in the community.